The long is finally over, and stepping back into this unsettling world feels both familiar and completely terrifying at the same time. After more than a year, the new episode doesn't just return quietly. It pulls us straight into chaos from the very first scene. That opening moment alone sets the tone, reminding us that nothing in this place follows logic. Boyd, who has always tried to stay strong for everyone else, is now completely shaken after seeing Smiley alive again, and you can feel that something inside him is starting to crack. At the same time, the strange energy surrounding Tabitha's house adds another layer of unease, making it clear that whatever is happening is spreading, evolving, and becoming harder to control. And just when the town seems like it can't handle any more pressure, new arrivals show up, bringing fresh uncertainty and new questions that no one is ready to answer. As we move into episode 2, titled Prey, everything hints at a darker turn. The idea of a gruesome discovery shaking the entire town doesn't feel like a simple plot twist. It feels like a breaking point. Deep down, it's clear that this discovery is most likely Jim, and that changes everything. His death isn't just tragic, it's suspicious. Jim understood the rules better than most, so the fact that he ends up outside at the wrong time immediately raises questions. People won't accept this as a simple mistake, and that tension is going to spread quickly. This is exactly where Jade and Tabitha come in, because what they experienced in the woods might finally start to connect with what's happening now. They may not have all the answers yet, but they have enough pieces to realize that Jim's death could be part of something much bigger, something that ties into the strange forces controlling this place. At the center of all of this is Julie, and her story is becoming one of the most emotional and complex threads in the series. The encounter with the man in yellow changes everything for her. The way he speaks to her, as if they've had this conversation many times before, confirms that she's been trying again and again to save her father. What makes this even more terrifying is that he remembers every attempt. He understands how time works here, possibly even better than she does, and he uses that knowledge to mock her efforts. But Julie isn't the type to give up, and that's what makes her journey so compelling. Even after realizing that she might be stuck in a loop, she's still willing to try again, hoping that somehow, something will be different this time. Her connection with Randall becomes especially important here, because he's one of the few people who might actually believe her. Their shared trauma creates a quiet bond, and it makes sense that she would trust him with something this dangerous. As they explore this mysterious ability she has, this idea of being able to move through time like a story walker, they're stepping into something unpredictable. The place they're heading toward doesn't feel safe or controlled. It feels like a fractured space where past, present, and future blur together. The biggest question is whether Julie can actually choose where she goes, or if she's simply being pulled into moments she can't change. Ethan's earlier words echo in the background, suggesting that maybe the past isn't meant to be altered. But in a place like this, certainty doesn't really exist. Meanwhile, the presence of the man in yellow continues to grow more disturbing the more we think about it. There's something deeply wrong about the way he operates, especially with the possibility that he can change forms. The reveal involving Sophia adds a chilling twist, because it suggests that he's been hiding in plain sight, watching everyone without being noticed. If he really has the ability to move between identities, then it raises a terrifying question. How long has he been influencing events? And how many of the things we've seen were actually part of his design? The fact that no one suspects him only makes it worse, because it gives him complete freedom to manipulate the people around him. Kenny's connection to Sophia makes this situation even more emotional and dangerous. He sees her as someone who needs protection, someone who reminds him of his own pain, and that vulnerability could put him directly in harm's way. Kenny has already endured so much since arriving in this town, and there's a growing feeling that his story is heading toward something tragic. Whether he survives or not is uncertain, but it's clear that he's being pushed to his limits, and the choices he makes moving forward are going to matter more than ever. With the confirmation that the story is building toward a final season, it feels like this chapter is where everything starts to come together. The mysteries that once felt distant are now becoming immediate, and the consequences are getting harder to escape. Episode 2 isn't just about shock or fear, it's about momentum. Jim's death, Julie's determination, and the silent threat of the man in yellow are all converging into something bigger, something that could finally start to reveal the truth behind this place. And that's what makes this moment so exciting and so unsettling at the same time. The story is no longer just about surviving day by day. It's about understanding the rules of a world that refuses to explain itself. The question now isn't just whether Julie can save her father, but whether anyone can truly change what's already been set in motion, or if they're all just playing roles in a story that's already been written.